Selamat malam semuanya. Hari ini tim KKN-T Internasional ya, di mana Selangor 2 akan menyampaikan kegiatannya. Silahkan, moderatornya siapa?
Saya dong.
Oh ya, oke, Bing.
Okay. Very good evening to Dr. Ulum. We are Selangor 2 KKN-T project of IPB University 2020. Here is our topic of our KKN of refugees C19, helping refugees amidst Covid-19 pandemic. So here are the group members. They are Leong Wen-Chin, Carol, me, myself, Yok Ping, Nisha, our leader, Liu Kajun, Kingston, and Jason. So I will give a brief introduction about our project. So what are the main objectives of our KKN? So the objective of our KKN is we aim to assist Kakak, which is a non-governmental organization, in their mission to provide humanitarian aid to refugees. Another priority that we aim to do is to strengthen the public awareness of refugees in Malaysia and the issues they are currently facing. So what have we done throughout this KKN period? There are 4 activities that we have done. The first one will be deliveries. We provide daily necessities to the refugees to ensure their basic needs are fulfilled. The second one will be helping hand, which is assisting refugees in paying medical fees. And the third one, fundraising. This is to raise funds for Kakak to buy daily needs and food for refugees. And last but not least, the awareness campaign through social media to educate and raise awareness to the public towards the status of refugees in Malaysia. Next, I will pass on to Diana to explain more on deliveries.
Okay, so Nisha and I will be explaining a bit about the deliveries, about our output, our challenges, and what improvements we can be made. So I'll explain a bit about the deliveries first. Next. So as you know, during the COVID-19 pandemic now, many people are losing their jobs, and this includes the refugees as well. So the purpose of our delivery project is to help solve one of their main problems, which is food security. And how we do this is by delivering aid to them in the form of groceries and basic necessities. And while delivering the food to them, we also managed to do a survey. This is to collect data which will help Kakak and any other NGOs to understand the refugee demographics in Malaysia better. Next. So the output for our deliveries can be seen here. We managed to do 3 deliveries in a span of 3 months. And as you can see, the number of households we managed to deliver to are 83 households in total, and the number of refugees in total that we managed to reach out to is 389. Next, I will pass to Nisha to explain a bit about the survey results.
Okay, so for the survey results, one of the survey we done was on countries of origins of the refugees. So as we can see in the pie chart, the highest number of refugees are from Myanmar, followed by Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Somalia, and Yemen. If you realize there's Malaysia there, that's because our Kakak organization gets the list of people that we are going to deliver the provisions to from different organizations. And different organizations, they actually help underprivileged Malaysian as well. So while we were doing the delivery, we managed to get one underprivileged Malaysian family. So we decided to put the data in as well. Next. Next will be the number of refugees in a household. This data varies in a large range from 1 to 19, but the most common ones are 2 people in a household and 4 people in a household. But we also have we also have households that had 19 refugees in them. For the number of years a refugee has lived in Malaysia, varies from 1 to 5 to 21 to 30 years. But the most abundant number of refugees, of years the refugees live in Malaysia is 6 to 10. So the challenges we faced during the deliveries were mainly the language barrier. because not all refugees can speak Bahasa Malaysia as well as English, as it's not their first language. Hence, communicating and confirming their location was a little bit of a challenge for us. The next would be difficulty in finding the locations of the refugees. This is because that the address given, it's sometimes not updated, or sometimes they are not complete. So when we type it in Google Maps, they do not lead us exactly to the refugees location, but around that area. So we did actually waste some time looking for the correct location and asking around people. Next would be the refugees not informed of the delivery. So some refugees, they were not aware that we were going to make the delivery of the provisions that day. So when we make a call to them, they were very reluctant to pick up our call. So we had a tough time getting home to go and deliver the provisions. Next will be the future improvements. For the deliveries, we would like to improve that the refugees should be contacted a day before to confirm their address, and also to ensure that they are aware that the food will be delivered to them on that particular day. This will make our delivery more smoother and also help us save some time. So for the survey, we could improve it by maybe getting a more specific and clearer data on the demographics, such as maybe getting the age and the gender of the refugees in each household. Next, I'll be passing it to Jason for the Helping Hand.
Another one of our programs was the Helping Hand program. Next. In this program, we were able to assist refugees in receiving the necessary healthcare they required without any problems. And we were also able to support them financially through the donors. And this is a picture of one of the refugees that we were able to assist, Muhammad Aga. Next. The obstacles that we faced while carrying out this program, first and foremost, was choosing a time that was suitable for both our refugees, volunteers and the refugees, as we had to coordinate with the refugee through a third party to find a suitable time to carry out this program of taking them to the hospital and helping them step by step. Another obstacle that we faced was communicating with the refugee, both through the phone and in person as well. Through the phone, as it was done through a third party. And the final challenge we face is that this program is very dependent on donors to subsidize the fees from the hospital. And it's on a day-to-day basis. There's no funds collected prior to the need of a refugee going to hospital. Next. Ways in which we could improve this program is that some improvements that can be made are such as trying to increase awareness to both the refugees and the donors. Increasing awareness to the refugees is so that more of them will be aware that this program exists and they can get the help that they need and require easily. And increasing the awareness to the donors is to get more donors to keep this program running, and hopefully not on a day-to-day basis. Another way in which we could improve this program is by setting up a permanent number for this program, so that it's easier for the refugees to contact this one phone number, and also to be able to keep in contact with the refugees who have already gone through this program, and so that if they need assistance in the future, they're able to contact us again easily. Thank you. I'd like to now pass it on.
So I will be talking about the fundraising part. As Doctor already know, we have designed a tote bag for sale. I'll give a brief explanation about our design. So first of all, the general idea is to show the buyers that this is a bag related to refugees. So in the middle, we have a world map and a boat to indicate the fleeing refugees. And on the top, we have a word of appreciation for those who have helped us in this program. And also on the bottom, we have the Kakak logo as a way to promote their organization. Next. So this is the output for the fundraising program. We have sold a total of 80 tote bags, and a total of 1,376 ringgit, which is around 4,850,000 rupiah, was raised and donated to Kakak. Next. So this is a picture of us handing the money to Kak Shen after the program. So next I'll be explaining about obstacles we have faced during fundraising and how we have overcome problems. So the first obstacles we have to overcome is the short pre-order period. We could not raise a higher sales due to the limited time. So to overcome this, we have already passed the design and also the supplier contact to Kakak in case they will want to continue the sales, maybe come up with a different product with the design. And secondly, is the limited sales platform. We can only promote our product on Instagram and Facebook because that's the only social media platform that Kakak has. So in order to raise a higher sales, we try our best to talk to people to promote, such as our friends and family, and ask them to help to spread words of this fundraising activities to other people. And but not least, the problem we have faced after closing the sales is the high postage fees. So in Malaysia, the basic postage fees for passport is pretty high, and so in order to save more costs, we will deliver the tote bag on our own to those buyers that stay near us. Next. So after this project, we also thought of how we can improve this activity. So our first idea is that we can create more social media accounts on and promote our product on a different variety of social media platforms. And next, we could have more options for our products, like selling t-shirts, stickers, or keychains, etc. And lastly, if possible, we can collaborate with a public figure to promote our product so that this project can get more attention from the public. Next, I will pass to Carol to talk about our social media.
So I'll be talking about our social media campaign. Our aim of this campaign is to spread awareness about the flight of refugees in Malaysia. So what we do throughout the KKN was we took over their Kakak Instagram and their Facebook page, and we make posters regarding to this topic, such as what and who is refugees, reason they fled, why they help out our nation economically, who is UNHCR, and some of the misconception about refugees. Next. Yeah. So the output for this campaign was our Facebook and Instagram daily followers increase, and we post new poster every day, and there are high reach out from our viewer by sharing our posts, and some even reach out to Kakak and ask for more about them. Next, I'll be passing it to Carol.
I'll be talking about the obstacles that we face for social media outreach, which was one, boosting engagement and followers. This is because Kakak's Instagram and Facebook are quite new, so getting reach out and engagement for posts is rather difficult. Second thing would be Malaysians are unaware of the status of refugees, which makes it even harder for us to reach out, as for them is they don't really care about refugees. Third, stigma towards refugees still remains strong, so it's harder to change the mindset of people to care more about refugees and to check for refugees status. Next. These are the few improvements that can be done, which is one, makes the post more relatable to the public. So it'll be short and sweet, but filled with more information. Second thing is resonate with the mindset with society for better engagement. So we should see what the followers like, or how to make a caption that is interesting enough to engage with them. Third is collaborate with public figures to help us raise more awareness, such as sharing the post and helping to promote our tote bag. Next. I'll pass to Yok Ping for the conclusion.
So in conclusion, our team are grateful to be able to contribute a little to Kakak in providing support and humanitarian aid to the refugees in Malaysia. We sincerely hope that the efforts that we have put in, even though they are relatively insignificant, have helped the refugees community in some ways. And we really hope that greater changes should be initiated by the authorities to help Malaysia a better place for refugees. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Doctor, do you have any question for us?
Okay, sekarang we have to discuss about your activity ya. The first question is macam mana nih the kabar kakak today? Did you still contact or have no contact again, or still have contact with kakak?
We recently only passed them the tote bag profits. So that time we went and makan together with Kak Shen.
Kak Shen okay?
Ya, bagus. Selalu sibuk.
Selalu sibuk. Fundraising still running or stop?
So after our like magang with them stopped already. So now they have a lot of other university students continuing with them, so helping them. And also they asked us for our the tote bag contact and the tote bag design. It's because they want to do fundraising also with our design. Yeah.
New design or still same design?
We don't know yet. Terserah mereka.
Terserah. From where what university?
I think it's Taylor's University, one of the private university in Selangor.
In Selangor. Local university ya?
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you still make post ya? Posting something in kakak Instagram or totally discontinued?
Oh, we don't have any more we don't have access to the Instagram anymore.
Oh gitu, okay. And coba selain Li yang jawab. Others peer, please add any answer about did all of you monitor the number of follower or reader in kakak Instagram? There's any increasing or still stagnant?
There's definitely an increase in followers because the Instagram page is now taken over by another university that's volunteering with them. So they do continue with different posts, but for their site. So there is an increase in followers in both Facebook and Instagram.
Ini your posting at the time of the project, how many percent lah increasing currently compared to previous all of the report to me last month ya? Coba cek. How much increasing data? There are stack or increase? Tak ada. Tak ada reader lagi.
Yes, we have increased. Last time when we stopped, it was 231 followers, and now it's 273. So it increased like about 42 followers. But I don't know how many percentage. It just 42 followers, which
and the reader
quite good for a month.
Okay, and the readers from your posting content you're posting during the project, sampling sahaja from many posting content, the best content lah that have highest reader from your uploaded contents. Boleh cek lah sekejap. Nak tengok is still interesting or macam mana ya? Sudah cold news. Apa cold news itu apa ya? Not hot again.
I think from last time I remember, now we cannot check really because we cannot see how many likes each post got. But I remember the last time when we checked, the refugees versus immigrant post is quite popular.
Sure.
But now we cannot check already. Yeah.
Okay. Jason still more serious. Any addition, Jason?
No, doctor, not this.
Sure.
Yeah, the current most popular one is the refugees versus immigrants by likes. But we are unable to see the accurate number of people who have viewed the post.
So the password is changes, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the future work from the collaboration with Kakak tak ada lagi kah? All of the project continued by another student from other university. Look like that, Kingston?
Yeah, because the student from other university already collab with Kakak, so we didn't continue our.
Okay.
Can I add on?
Yes. Okay.
Sorry, Doctor. We stopped carrying out projects, but if they need help like deliveries or if they need help spreading their products for fundraising, we will also help them.
Yeah. Okay. And others? In addition, Nisha?
But if for now, because recently in Malaysia, the COVID cases are increasing. So yesterday was like 600 plus cases. From the day before was 400, but before that all it was like decreasing already. Then suddenly it was like boom, 600 cases. Whoa.
So kena duduk kat rumah sahaja ini.
Yeah, it's advisable like to not really go out and do all kind of these works and stuff. So I think for now the delivery and all would just mellow down. Because it's not really safe.
Okay. Now the next question is what your obtain from the KKN-T project for yourself. Coba from siapa nih? Carol. Can you explain about what you obtain ya from the KKN-T project ini for your yourself lah.
What I can attain, I guess definitely one is don't take things for granted. In a lot of terms, like let's say daily things such as food, or maybe education. Like we always take it for granted, like I have to go to school, have this, have to that. But all the kids, they actually want to go to school, they want to learn something. So I guess this is what I can take lah. Like don't take things for granted lah. It may seem very small and things that happen in everyday life, but for them it's not. Yeah, itu saja dok.
Saja.
Yeah.
Okay. Yakping, coba Yakping. What you obtain from the KKN-T project?
Okay, for me, I think the main thing that I have learned is empathy. So it has shows me that what the others are going through, the difficulties which I have not imagined to go through in my everyday life. So it makes me to be more considerate next time towards every people, as you can't understand what they are going through in the situation. And also I learned a lot from Kak Shen, her enthusiasm in pushing the public awareness on refugees issue is also very inspiring. Thank you. That's all, Doctor.
Okay, that's all. Warren, you're next.
I learned a lot of new skills during this KKN-T project. So first of all, I learned more about on communications with strangers, because we have to meet a lot of new refugees and all. We don't know them, but we have to go up to them and be welcoming and be enthusiastic and like, hi, how are you, and kind of thing. Like we don't usually do that to strangers. So I've learned how to open up more. And next, I have learned about because we have to do the fundraising, which is the selling the tool bag. I have learned how to communicate with the supplier, and we have also learned how to design new things and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I have think.
Okay, thank you. Coba Kingston. What you learn, obtain from KKN-T project?
I learned to be grateful because we get to study. We don't need to worry about food. We have a house to stay. Not like those refugees, they have to worry all these things every day, and there are nothing they can do but just worrying. So for me, I learn how to be grateful from them. That's all.
That's all, enough.
Yeah.
Okay, Liu, you're next.
True. If we didn't partner with this Kakak NGO, I don't think I will ever know about all this. I know about refugees, but I don't know as deep. I never want to take the initiative to learn more about it. So I'm pretty grateful that we managed to partner with Kakak, so that we learn just like a whole new layer of like a whole new level of things we never knew before. And now that we know, I feel like that's why I feel like it's important to raise awareness so that people know about this more. And because like all of us before this, we never knew about it, so we didn't really bother much about it. And hopefully with other people, when they are more aware about it, then maybe bigger changes in Malaysia can happen. Like maybe we can push the government to accept the refugees better. So I hope for that. Yeah.
Okay, Jason.
One important thing I learned was that the importance of networking, because just from observing Kak Shen, because like she's not a very rich person, but she, just by getting to talk to people and go around and get to know more and more people, she gets to get things that are not accessible to most people. Like for example, the tote bag. When we were suggesting about a tote bag, she already had a suggestion of printing. She offered us the number of someone who could print. But then now, when we were able to find a better price, she contacted us to ask for this, the new contact. So like these skills are very important for us later on, like when we start working and so on. So like just getting to know people and get better opportunities. That's all. Thank you.
That's all. Okay, the last ladies, Nisha.
Okay, so what I got from this KKN-T community service is that one is to be very grateful with what I have. Another thing is that I got to learn so much about countries that are in Malaysia. Because at first, like whenever we see or we hear like refugees, then we're like, because of what the media has portrayed them and all, we feel like, oh, refugees, like very, you can feel like you're annoyed or like, oh, why they like to do this, why they like to do that, like that. But then now, like once we go for delivery, talk to them, did the survey and all, we actually got a better perception on the refugees, and it really changed my mind. and made me feel like lucky that we took this project as our KKN-T project, because if not, we would never know that how are the refugees in Malaysia, why are they here, how did they come, and so on. So I'm very thankful that we actually chose Kakak organization to be our NGO for this project. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, for the administration, the report is sudah hantarkah?
Belum dok, kami belum dapat tanda tangan dokter.
Oh, iya kah?
Ya,
Oke, nanti saya hantar ya.
oke.
Nanti hard
Terima
copy
kasih dokter.
send by postage or ada person Kak Bogor yang hantar ke LPPU
Tak,
macam mana?
dok. Yang untuk semua Malaysian, kami tak perlu hantar postage untuk hard copy. Hanya soft copy.
Oke.
Ya.
Oke, ini question. Nanti hantar lagi ya. The final report and administration for keuangan ya.
Oke dok.
Oke. Any question? Others?
Iya dok. Yang the evaluasi untuk teman-teman and all, do we include in the laporan as well or atau separate?
Separate.
Separate. Oke. Itu saja.
Itu saja. Oke. Kalau yang manual from LPP macam mana? Separate or digabung? Combine or separate?
Yang they didn't really specific saying that should we separate or should we include in the laporan though, according to a guideline lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maaf dok, kalau evaluasi dari mitra juga gimana? Harus attach or separate?
Attach lah.
Oh,
From mitra kan
Yeah.
SMS from all of you kan. Kena separate kan, nanti hantar ke saya, nanti saya compile and I will send your mark from all of the component ya. Nanti after that I will send it to Dr. Tito as coordinator of international KKN-T project in ini we have faculty. After that Dr. Tito will send it to LPPM for IPB level ya.
Baik dok.
Okay, others, any question?
Sorry, doctor.
Yes.
Just now, couldn't really hear. That means both the evaluasi from us and the mitra we send to you first, is it?
Yes, correctly. And then I will give marka all of you, and nanti kena average from mitra, from your peers, and from me, and we'll send to average nanti berapa, nanti hantar ke Dr. Tito as coordinator of KKN-T International Student. Clear? Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay, ada lagi yang nak disampaikan before we close this meeting? Oh, yes. Happy. Yaping, any? Ada?
Kita cuma mau terima kasih atas bimbingan dokter selama periode KKN kami ini. Terima kasih dok.
Okay, you are welcome.
Ya.
Halo kakak. Okay, others, any lagi? Ada yang disampaikan? Enough?
Saya kira tidak ada lagi dok.
Oke, bila sudah tak ada, we close this meeting and hopefully all of you are still healthy and safe ya. We did not know the unpredictable condition and we have location ya, because this pandemic is nobody know the characteristic and anything, yeah. It is something that new for all of we and all countries, ya. So we kena boleh personal lah, ya. From personal to protect, hopefully all of the people also protect himself, gitu ya. Oke, thank you, good night, and tetap semangat study ya, with in the pandemic situation, in the limitation, but we should have apa namanya, kena jumping the limitation gitu kan ya. Oke, good night, selamat malam.
Thank you, Dokter.
Terima kasih, Dok.
Sama-sama.
Tetap
Ini
jaga
saya tutup.
kesehatannya.
Yes,
Yeah.
in apa?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Terima kasih, Dok.
Thank you,
Okay,
Doctor.
3 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. I end this meeting. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.